Welcome to Naija with you. Today we're going to embark on a detailed exploration of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. We're going to be delving into the historical, political, economical, cultural dimensions that shape these two entities. In this YouTube channel, we do a lot of content like this, so subscribe to enjoy more of this. Now, checking out the historical context from 1948 to the present time. In 1948, Israel declared independence, and this led to the Arab-Israeli War and the displacement of approximately 700,000 Palestinians. This event, known as the Nakba or catastrophe, laid the foundation for decades of conflict. Over time, key moments such as the Six-Day War in 1967 and subsequent occupation of the West Bank and Gaza Strips have deepened divisions and fueled grievances on both sides. We have the territory and occupation from 1967 to the present day time. Since 1967, Israel has maintained control over the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, the East Jerusalem, and the Golan Heights, territories seized during the Six-Day War. The construction of Israeli settlements in the West Bank, deemed illegal under international law, has further complicated efforts to reach a resolution. The Gaza Strip, under Israeli blockade since 2007 following Hamas' rise to power, faces severe humanitarian challenges. How the political structures and divisions. Israel operates as a parliamentary democracy with a prime minister as head of government and a president as head of state. The Knesset, Israel's unicameral parliament, consists of multiple parties representing diverse interests. While in Palestine, political divisions between Fatah and Hamas have led to governance challenges, with Fatah controlling the Palestinian Authority in parts of the West Bank and Hamas governing the Gaza Strip. We have conflict dynamics and peace efforts when you always talk about Israel and Palestine. Decades of conflict have witnessed various peace initiatives, including the Oslo Accords in 1993, the Camp David Summit in 2000, and Annapolis Conference in 2007. Despite these efforts, fundamental issues such as borders, refugees, security, and the status of Jerusalem remain unresolved. Both sides continue to grapple with deep-seated distrust and conflicting narratives impeding progress towards a lasting peace agreement. The economic disparities and challenges. Israel boasts a robust, diversified economy driven by high-tech industries, agriculture, and tourism. However, economic opportunities for Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza Strip are constrained by restrictions on movement, access to resources, and trade barriers imposed by Israel. The Palestinian economy remains heavily reliant on international aid, exacerbating dependence and vulnerability. Cultural heritage and identity. When we're talking about Israel and Palestine, we know that both have rich cultural heritages shaped by millennia of history, religion, and tradition. From Jerusalem's ancient landmarks to the vibrant markets of Nablus, these cultures endure amidst the turmoil of conflict. Despite divisions, shared cultural elements serve as a reminder of the interconnectedness and resilience of the people of the region. We have the international relations and diplomacy. Israel maintains diplomatic relations with numerous countries worldwide, particularly in the West, bolstered by military and economic ties. However, Israel also faces international criticism and calls for accountability regarding its treatment of Palestinians. Palestine seeks recognition and support for statehood from the international community, leveraging diplomatic channels and grassroots activism to advance its cause. Here's one interesting one, and this is about the security and military dynamics in both Israel and Palestine. Israel maintains one of the most advanced and powerful militaries in the region, equipped with modern weaponry and technology. Its military capabilities are bolstered by compulsory military service for citizens with a focus on defense and deterrence against regional threats. While when we talk about Palestine, we understand fully well that Palestinian armed groups, including Hamas and Islamic Jihad, they operate in the Gaza Strip and have engaged in conflicts with Israel, often through rocket attacks and border shipments. The security situation in Gaza is further complicated by the presence of militant factions and periodic escalations of violence. Human rights and civil liberties. Israel is often praised for its long democratic institutions, including an independent judiciary and vibrant civil society. However, criticisms persist regarding the treatment of Palestinians in the occupied territories, including issues such as settlements, checkpoints, and the use of administrative detention. While Palestinians face challenges to their human rights and civil liberties under Israeli occupation, including restrictions of movement, access to resources, and freedom of expression, the situation is further complicated by internal division within Palestinian society and limitations on governance in the Gaza Strip. We have water and natural resources. Water resources in Israel are managed through sophisticated infrastructure and conservation efforts, allowing for efficient allocation and utilization. Desalination plants and wastewater recycling have significantly reduced reliance on traditional water resources. In contrast, Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza face water scarcity and unequal access to resources due to Israeli control over water distribution and infrastructure. Palestinians often rely on limited water supplies from wells and cisterns, leading to disparities in access and quality. Coming to education and healthcare, Israel boasts a strong education system with high literacy rates and focus on innovation and research. Leading universities and medical institutions contribute to Israel's reputation as a hub for technological advancements and medical breakthroughs. In the Palestinian territories, access to education and healthcare is affected by the conflict and occupation. Palestinian students and healthcare providers encounter challenges such as movement restrictions, funding shortages, and infrastructure limitations, impacting quality and accessibility of services. Diaspora and refugee communities. Israel is home to a diverse population, including immigrants from around the world, particularly the Jewish communities in Europe, North America, and the Middle East. The concept of Aliyah or Jewish migration to Israel remains central to Israel's identity as a homeland for the Jewish people. Palestinians, both within the occupied territories and in the diaspora, continue to grapple with the legacy of displacement and refugee status. Generations of Palestinians have been displaced since 1948, with millions living in refugee camps in neighboring countries and beyond, maintaining ties to their ancestral land and aspiration for return. Media and information landscape. Israel has a thriving media industry with diverse outlets representing various perspectives and viewpoints. The Hebrew and English language media dominates the landscape, providing coverage of domestic and international affairs. While in the Palestinian territories, media freedom is constrained by political pressures and restrictions on expression. Palestinian journalists face challenges such as censorship, harassment, and intimidation, limiting their ability to report independently on issues affecting Palestinian society. By examining these dimensions, we gain a more nuanced understanding of the complexities and disparities between Israel and Palestine. From security dynamics and human rights to education and media, each aspect contributes to the multifaceted nature of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and challenges facing both societies. Thank you for joining us as we delve deeper into this intricate comparison. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more comprehensive analysis and discussions. See you in the next.